Hi there, everyone. Today I've seen the importance of actually making this video so that I might actually be able to help those who are in need for this video. In some cases, you find out that when you try to connect to the internet, to use internet, you find out that your laptop or your desktop it is very high in data consumption. So now we are simply gonna go to the computer and see on how we can actually set it up so that it might not have a high data consumption. So now let's just simply go straight to the computer and see on how we can set it up so that it helps us to enjoy our internet. So now we are simply going to go to the settings. You go to the settings. Let's go to the settings. Next to the search bar there on the Windows, you click, and after clicking on that, then you see we have settings here. You go on settings. So when you are on settings, like this, when you are on setting like this, you go, for example, you go down there and you connect to the internet. Let me disconnect to the internet and then connect to the internet so that we can go through this together. I want us to go through this together so that it might be easier for each and everyone. So now let's go and connect. We are connected to the internet now. We are connecting. So since that is the case, we have connected to the internet, and let's go to the settings. We are on the settings. Let's go to network and internet. You click on network and internet, and after clicking on network and internet, you're gonna see which connection you have used to actually connect your computer to the internet. So you come here on data usage. Come here on data usage. Why are you coming on data usage? The main reason to come on data usage is for you to see which apps are more demanding when it comes to data, which apps are more actually in consumption when it comes to data. So looking on my computer in my situation, you can see that I have something called system. System is the one that is more deducting when it comes to data. You can see it says 9.02 gig of data consumption. So you can see that system is the one that is more actually in data consumption. So there's nothing you can do about that. System is system, you cannot change it. But we will go through some other important factors that can help on reducing that data usage. So now I have Microsoft, which is also one of the apps that are in high for data consumption. So you can see Chrome, and then you can see any other apps here. They are not too much into that data usage. So the reason for you to come to data usage is just to see which apps are more actually are more consuming a lot of data, so that you can then switch them off, so that they might not be consuming a lot of data. Sometimes some of the apps you find out that you are not even using them, but they are deducting a lot of data. So when you come here, check on the usage, then you can see which apps you can switch them off so that they might not have access to your data. So since that is the case, let's just click this to go back on the status. Let's go back. So here we are. Let's go to properties. So when you are on properties like this, you come here, it says metered connection. So it says if you have a limited data plan and want more control over data usage, make this connection as a metered network. Some apps might work differently to reduce data usage when you are connected to this network. So you come here, you switch it on, you switch it on, you come here, you switch it on. So since you are done in switching it on, then let's move to any other important things to consider. So now, since that is the case, let's go again to the status. Yeah, so on this network and internet, I think we're done. Let me scrutinize and see. Yeah, here we are done on network and internet. Let's go to any other. Let's go to update and security. So when you get to update and security, you can see we have this option here. It says get the latest updates as soon as they are available. So you come here, you switch it on, you switch it off, so that the updates might not just at any time play out. So you come and then you switch it on. So after switching it on, it is for updates on the Windows. So since we have turned this on, let's go to the apps. Let's move down actually before we go to any other. Let's finish this one. So you can see we have advanced options. You click on advanced options, we have update options. On advanced options, we have update options. So when you are on update options, you see it says a receive update for other Microsoft products. When you update Windows, you switch it off. That's number one. Number two, it says download updates over a metered connection. You also switch it off, and you also, the third one, you also switch it off. It says restart this device as soon as when a restart is required to install an update. Windows will play a notice before the restart, and the device must be on and plugged in. So you also switch it off, but when you are updating your Windows, you have to come and turn it on so that it might be able to help the updates of the Windows to be easier and then accordingly. So now you switch it off. So let's go to any other options and see what is that can we do. So you come to delivery optimization. So when you are on delivery optimization, you come, you see, you turn this off. It says allow downloads from other PCs, allow downloads from other PCs. Then you come, you switch it off, So since that is it about delivery and optimization, let's go to okay, it seems like my computer is okay. Let's go to any other important factors or any important settings, part of the settings. Let's go to privacy and see. So when you come to privacy, you can see we have general. So this one, is a let apps use advertising ID to make ads more interesting to you based on your app activity. You come, you switch it off. This one, you switch this one off. And then number two, it says allows website to provide local relevant content by accessing my language list. You switch it off. Allow Windows to attack app launches to improve start and search. You switch it off. You also switch this one off, and then this one you can just leave it on because it is about notifications. So let's go to any important thing to consider. So we have speech. On the speech, you come and then you switch it off, and then inking and typing, and this one you leave it on, is important because even if it charges some data, but it helps you to be able to use your computer in terms of typing. It corrects you there and there, so on. So since that is the case, let's move and go and see any other kind of settings which we can see on how we can yeah, here we have background apps. You can click on background apps. These are the apps that might be running while you are on internet and you are not aware that they are deducting, you are not aware that they are actually having part of your data, they are consuming your data. So these background apps, they must be off, based on their importance. If there are some kind of apps that you don't want them to run on your background, then you come here and then you turn them off. In most cases you turn them off. I mean most of them you turn them off so that they may not run in your background. You can see, you come here, you switch them off, switch them off, you switch them off, you switch them off. Yes, just like this, and they are off, and your data is going to be now smooth. You are gonna enjoy your internet without any incurring a high data usage. So now, since that's the case, let's go and see any other things to consider. So since that is the case, let's go to apps. So you come to apps. On apps, let's go to default. On default, yes, no, let's come to offline maps. So when you get to offline maps, you can see we have this kind of information here on our screen. On the page, you can see it says metered connections. So on metered connections, you come and you switch them off, and it says map updates. You come on map updates, automatically update maps. You switch it off. And after switching it off, let's go to apps for website. So you can see here we have apps for website. Come for these apps. When you are on internet, when you are about to browse on internet, they might run, so they might run. So it's important that you come and you switch them off, because for internet, maybe you might be using Chrome or you might be using Microsoft Edge. So these ones, you come and then you switch them off. You can see they say these are apps for websites. So if you want to open some websites, you go through Chrome or Microsoft Edge. So these apps, they must be off so that they don't they are not part of your data usage. So let's go to startup apps. So here on startup apps, these are kind of apps that run together with your Windows when you switch your computer on. So immediately when you switch your computer on, these apps, they start running together with the Windows, and then when you're connected to the internet, they gonna charge you, they gonna consume your data. So it's important that you come to startup apps and then you switch them off. Not all of them must be switched off, but those that are not important to start up with the Windows, then you come and then you switch them off, so that they might not have any charge on your data. So you see, this one is off, this one is on. So you set them based on their importance. If there are some apps that are important to run together with the system, then you just leave them. For example, Microsoft Defender, and then any other important, like maybe SmartDAV. This one, it is on because it is an antivirus, so it runs anytime, regardless of whether it's gonna affect the data or not, the data usage or not. So that is it. I do yes, that is it. The startup apps, switch them off based on their importance. Yes, you switch them off based on their importance. So now, since we are done on apps, let's see any other settings. 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 So let's see any other settings. Let's see any other settings. Now we are now let's now go to the search bar. Let's now go to the search bar. Let's now go to the search bar. Let's now go to the search bar, and we type services. We type the word 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 services. So let's type the word services. Type the word services. Type the word services. So when we are on services, when we are on services, and then we go on our right here on the middle, there's some options here, and then they say open, and they say run as an administrator. Then you click on run as an administrator. Run as an administrator. So run as an administrator. So since that is the case, we are gonna go through some few steps so that we can actually help ourselves to liberate ourselves from this problem of high data usage. So now we are gonna go to background intelligence transfer services. So you right click on the background intelligence transfer services. Then you go to properties. You click on properties. Then when you clicked on properties, then you are gonna come to startup here. Here there is startup type. There is startup type. Then under general, here is log on, and there is general. You click on general. Then you come on startup type, and on your own startup type, you click here, and then you disabled, and then after disabled option, you click on stop. Click on stop. Then after clicking on stop, you come and click on apply. Then after clicking on apply, you come and click on OK. So since you are done with background intelligence transfer services, you scroll down to Windows Update. Windows Update. Let's go to Windows Update. You go to the letter W, and then here it is Windows Update. Here it is Windows Update. So you right click, and after right clicking, you go to properties, and when you are on properties, you click here. You also disabled option. You click disabled option, then you click on stop. After clicking on stop, then you click on apply. Then after clicking on apply like this, then you are now gonna click OK. You are now gonna click OK. You are now gonna click OK. So you click OK. So you are done with this option now. Since you are done with this option, you are now gonna go to the search bar at the bottom on your left. Then you search the words Regedit. You search the word Regedit. 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 So after typing regedit, you go to registrar editor. So when you are on registrar editor, then you click on it, and then after clicking on it, let me go back and do it. So since we are on registrar editor, you come to run as an administrator, and after you clicked on run as an administrator, you click on yes. So when you have clicked on yes, then you can see we have this information here. You come and then you see we have these options here. It's the options that we have here. It is hkey underscore local underscore machine. And then you click on this option that says hkey underscore local underscore machine. Then you click on it. After clicking on it, you come here on system. You click on system, and after clicking on system, you come to after clicking on system, you open current control set. So since you have opened current control set, you're gonna come to services, and then you click on services. So when you are on services like this, you are now gonna scroll down and look for the word DOSVC. So let's scroll down to the letter D. So here it is on the letter D. Here it is, the DOSVC. Then you right click. Then after right clicking, you can see we have this options here. Then you come to start. Then when you are on the start, you click on the start. Then it's gonna give you this small box here. It says value data. Then you click 224. Then after clicking 224, click OK. So after you have done with this step, then you are gonna restart your PC. So that the changes you have made, they might now be active. So you go and then you restart it. Then after restarting the PC, then you must now come to enjoy the benefit of saving your data by setting up with this kind of information. So since that is it, then that means your computer now is gonna save data. You are gonna enjoy your browsing. You are gonna enjoy using internet without using too much data unnecessarily. So that is it about stopping high internet data usage in Windows 10 or Windows 11, whether on laptop or whether on desktop. You are gonna save data if you have just followed these simple steps which we have went through. Then you can save on data usage. So subscribe to the channel, and then there are any other important videos to watch, and then educate yourself, and then so that you can enjoy your PC without any issues, encountering any issues.